We have a pre-exhaustion. Pre-exhaustion is based around a superset, so it's 2 exercises performed back to back. The pre-exhaustion is an isolation muscle into a compound exercise based around the same area of the muscle group. So if we're saying an example, it could be a pre-exhaustion for the tricep, or a pre-exhaustion for a shoulder press would be a tricep extension into a shoulder press. So we're pre-exhausting the triceps before we're going into the shoulder press, what works for shoulders and the triceps. Very good effective exercise, and it's performed back to back just like a superset would be, but we're looking at an isolation into a compound. We're now looking at a post-exhaustion. A post-exhaustion is the opposite way around. So we're looking at a compound, so we're looking at more than one muscle group, focusing it into a singular muscle group. So a good example of that would be the chest press working into a shoulder press. So if we're looking at the delts, we'd be looking for the shoulder press to be the chest press to be working the pectorals, delts and the triceps. Then we move on to the shoulder press, what works for delts and the triceps. So it's a lesser muscle group, but it puts more emphasis on the shoulders in the second exercise. We can now go on to the superset. A superset is 2 exercises performed back to back, no rest period, and it's normally based around an antagonist. So one exercise performed to another exercise of the opposites. So you can look at a chest press to a seated row, or you're looking at the same muscle group based around a chest press into a press up, anything like that. The next exercise we're looking at is a drop set. So a drop set's one of them ones where people can take and give wherever they sort of having a bit of advice and from their own experience. A drop set to me is we have a rep range, we work to that rep range and we complete a rest period, then we work to that rep range again. If we do not complete that rep range, we then finish by dropping the weight and completing the rep range to fit the example. So if we say 10 reps, we hit 10 reps on our first set, great, we increased the weight. The second set, we hit 5 reps. We need to complete 5 more reps to hit our rep range of 10. So we lower the weight to complete the rep range. That's normally around 20% of where you are. So just as an example, but that's what we do as a drop set. Some people then continue to drop the set. So what they do is then drop the weight again and go, give me another 10, give me another 10. So that's a form of burnout. So I'd say they're burning the muscle fibers, they're looking for that overload factor, and that's where I'd say it's a little bit of a difference from what I define as a drop set to a full drop set, what other people may call. We're now looking at a pyramid. So a pyramid has 3 types. You've got a full pyramid, an ascending and a descending. A full pyramid is working your way up, working your way back down. And what you do, you change the weight with the repetitions going up, and then you lower back down the other way. The ascending pyramid works exactly the same. So you'd maybe start off with 11 reps. I say 11. 12 reps, 10 reps, 8 reps, 6 reps. We get to the top of that pyramid. What's happened is we've gone up on weight every single time. When we then hit the top, we then work our way back down and go 8, 10, 12. So a descending pyramid is coming backwards, and ascending is going up. Another training method, what we're going to be looking at, is a forced rep. A forced rep is a fancy word for a spot. So we're spotting someone to make sure that they complete their rep range. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting them into a position where they're going to be completing a rep range, but they need our assistance to finish the last few. So what we're doing is we're forcing a rep by creating a movement or assisting the movement pattern whilst it's under control from the client. It's not forcing them to do it on their own. It's the fact is you're assisting them to move the resistance under a controlled manner, rather than just putting them on a lot of weight and then trying to move it and assisting them on your own. The other exercise we're looking at is an eccentric movement pattern. The eccentric movement pattern works with a tempo. So what we're looking to do is looking to work an eccentric movement pattern for at least 5 seconds. So when it comes to a chest press, it would be controlling the weight back towards our chest on a 5-second count, and then at the point of resistance or the isolation position, we push straight back up and then we come back into that 5-second count. So what we're doing is we're teaching the muscle how to relax under tension. And the last training method I want to talk about today is the tricep. So the tricep is 3 exercises back to back to back. It's just like the superset, but you've got an extra exercise in there. You could call it a little mini circuit as well, and it's great for doing with group PT sessions. So what you have is 3 exercises based around the same muscle group, and what we could do for legs. So we could do lunges, squats, deadlift. We're focusing onto them areas to make sure we're working the glutes, and then we work through the tricep to make sure that the intensity is there and make sure there's no rest period in between. but it is typically 3 exercises back to back to back based around a muscle group. Thank you for watching today's video. If you liked, please subscribe, and if you want to see any more videos, please press the notification bell. Thank you and have a good day.